Well, another primary win for Bernie Sanders. You know, baseball player Yogi Berra once said it ain't over till it's over. He said a lot of other funny things, too. Bernie Sanders is saying it's not over, that he'll fight until the final vote is cast. Amer Zahr is an adjunct professor, law professor at the University of Detroit Mercy and a Sanders campaign surrogate. He joins us from Detroit. Thanks for being with us. So, look, Bernie Sanders today said, you know, if Hillary Clinton thinks it's over, I got news for her. But the truth is, she's almost there. She's got 2,215, and all she needs is 2,383. She's 90% of the way there. I mean, isn't it over?
No, it's not over. You guys got to stop counting the superdelegates on TV. We have a really strong case that they could flip. We think we're going to have more pledged delegates still after all the primaries are over than Secretary Clinton. You have a lot of states coming up where Bernie is very popular, a lot of momentum going into the convention, and he's just the better candidate than her in every respect in the general election.
You said there's evidence that these superdelegates would flip. What evidence?
Well, I mean, if they think logically, hopefully they'll flip. A lot of them now are people who pledged their support to Hillary maybe a year ago or more, before Bernie was even registering, before he even announced his campaign. If they really want to stay true to what the voters are saying and to how the momentum is going to be going in the next month, I really think May is going to be a really good month for Bernie and not such a great month for Secretary Clinton. Wow. So if they really are concerned with winning the election in November, Bernie performs better against Donald Trump in every poll that's out there than Secretary Clinton does.
Yeah. You know, the media absolutely hounds these superdelegates, asking them if they're going to change their position. And none of them have said they would. Isn't that discouraging to you?
Well, I mean, it's discouraging. Look, the superdelegate system is not great. We have to live with it. It kind of functions as this incumbency protection system, which is not good for an outsider independent candidate like Bernie Sanders. But Bernie is bringing in a whole new generation of people. I think if the Democratic Party is smart, they might want to see what Bernie is doing, bringing in all these new voters, bringing in people who haven't been part of the political process before, and he's going to be able to appeal more to independents in the general election than Hillary Clinton. And I think actually what we're going to see with the Republican nomination kind of wrapping up after tonight, in the primaries going forward, the Trump effect on the Democratic primary will probably be beneficial to Bernie Sanders, because he'll be picking up more independent voters in open primary states like New Jersey and California, which function as open primary states, and he's going to get even bigger numbers as we get closer to the convention.
Yeah. You know, he's the only socialist in the U.S. Senate, and he wasn't even a Democrat until he started running as a Democrat for president. How much do you think that word, that label, socialist, hurts him?
Well, it's democratic socialist, first of all, which is different than simply saying socialist. And it hasn't hurt him greatly in the primaries that we've seen so far. And I don't think it would hurt him. I think the more people get to learn about Bernie, and the longer this campaign goes on, we see it's better for Bernie Sanders and not as good for Secretary Clinton. I mean, she's just a weaker candidate in the general election than he is. And as more people get to hear his message and see the kind of energy that he brings, I think that labels like that won't be as important when we really start talking substance in November.
All right. Amer Zahr, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.